Now from downtown Cleveland, MLB The Show has baseball from Progressive Field. Tonight, the opener of a 3-game series between the Oakland A's and the Cleveland Indians. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Carlos Carrasco gets the ball for the Indians in this one. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
One of the things that jumps out, if you look at that stat sheet, a very high whip coming into this start. One of the things he's going to have to do a much better job, keep traffic off the bases, keep the walks down, try to limit the amount of hits. He's had a rough go of that so far this year. Let's see if he can turn it around in this one.
Stepping into the box, Starling Marte. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. First pitch coming. Here it is. Tough slider down low for a strike. And Dan Dero, this Oakland ball club entering play here tonight. They come in the midst of a stretch where they've dropped 6 of their last 9.
Yeah, Matty, this team's in the grind part of their schedule right now. Just had a short homestand, able to say hello to the family, kiss the wife, tuck the kids in at night, and they're back on the road again. This should be interesting to see the energy this team plays with today.
The 1-2. That's softly hit to right. Will that get down? Schimpf has a play. Makes the play. 1 away. And with that, let's get a look at the starting lineup for the Indians. Danny, any thoughts?
Well, Matt, I'm going to be paying close attention to Starling Marte. He's been the fire starter for this team. Last 10 games, how about an on-base percentage of over 400? As he goes, so goes the team. He's playing great ball and making things happen.
Now at the plate, Jose Ramirez. He'll get to take his first cuts here. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1. And there are the umpires assigned to this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Mike Fillmore.
Hey, you know, D-Roll, Mike Fillmore, he'll give a little bit off the edges, but he gets the respect not only from the pitchers, but from the players because his zone is consistent.
Yeah, as long as he's consistent, Dan, I'm okay with Mike Fillmore's zone. If a pitcher's pounding that zone, he wants to give a little bit off the outer edge, I'm okay with that.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he'll step off. There's a line drive base hit to left field.
Hey, the leadoff man wasn't able to do his job, but the number 2 hitter came through right there with the single, setting the table for the big boys.
Here comes the first pitch. And that pitch catches the inside corner. Really starting to pour now, and the forecast is not showing any signs of a break in the weather.
You know, one of the big issues is player safety, and right now this field is getting sloppy wet, Matt, and I don't know how much more rain this field can take.
And a long throw across the diamond gets him. That's a nice play. Jake Lamb standing in now. And he's just hoping for something to go his way in this one. And as you can see, it's not been the case of late. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And that one stayed up a little high. Ramirez stands at second with 2 gone. 1-1 the count to Jake Lamb.
Oh, he thanks his lucky stars right there, getting away with that hanger. I cannot believe he didn't pull the trigger on that pitch.
1-1. There's a swinging bunt up the line. Throw in time, and the side is retired. 1 left for the Tribe. Still no score. So here's Francisco Lindor now. He comes into this one ranked number 6 in the American League home run race.
Francisco Lindor.
Here's the first pitch to him. And a fastball just a bit high. Now, and a deep drive to right. And gone. An absolute bomb. It's a solo shot for Frankie Lindor. Number 18 for him on the campaign as the Tribe move out in front 1-0.
Hey, listen, there's an old adage in baseball that solo home runs won't kill you. This is one of the top hitters in that lineup. So a home run, a solo home run right here is not the end of the world.
Now at the plate, Jason Kipnis. And he's been a tough out these past couple of weeks as the numbers there tell you the whole story. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And that one right down Main Street.
If you know you got a real patient hitter at the plate, I love the mindset of this pitcher right here, attacking the zone 0-0 and getting ahead.
There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1. Base is empty here with nobody out. On the ground over to first. Olsen takes it in, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
All right, guys, so here's how the Oakland A's are lining up on defense for this one. And known as one of the best framing catchers in the game, Jonathan LaCroix can beat you multiple fashions. Not only can he do it from a defensive standpoint, catching and throwing to second base, but he can also move the ball on the offensive side.
Swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there, 2 away.
This inning didn't get started the way he'd hoped with that home run, but I've got to give him credit for flushing it and coming back here to get strikeouts on the last 2 guys. He's acting like it didn't even happen before.
Into the box, Aquino.
Right fielder.
As he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Getting on base, a big problem as you see the average there. 3 homers and a dozen RBIs. Behind 0-2 now.
Think he was sitting on that pitch right there? He absolutely smoked that ball. You could tell the grimace on his face that he wanted to keep that one fair.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Another one sent foul. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Into right field. That's a base hit.
Well, that's just a tasty roll. You got to make a little bit better pitches with 2 strikes. Jumps ahead 0-2, and then a couple of foul balls, and on pitch number 5 he squares one up for a base hit.
Yeah, I can't tell you how nice that feels right there. You battle to get and count leverage and fight to get your ace swing off. 0-2, you're almost turned around walking back to your dugout, so that's a nice piece of hitting.
Perez is just shy of 6 feet at 5'11", a right-handed batter and thrower. He was taken in the very late rounds during the 2008 draft.
I know this guy wouldn't.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. Back with Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. Matt Vasgersian as Starling Marte steps in to start out the inning. Turned on down the line, and that finds its way through for a base hit.
Boy, after that base knock right there, D-Row, he extends his hitting streak to 7 games.
Yeah, and you can tell he's made some necessary adjustments at the plate. Anytime you're getting a knock every day of the week, you're doing things right. He's keeping that front shoulder tucked, staying inside the ball, not trying to do too much.
In there, and it's even at 1. Yeah, the rain starting to intensify here. It's coming down a little heavier now. We'll see how much longer the umpires can wait.
Well, you could say that again, Matt. It's raining cats and dogs out there. Make sure you don't step in a poodle. I think it's time to get the grounds crew out.
That fastball must have a little late life on it, because that was right in the wheelhouse, and he still wasn't able to get good wood on it.
Sent on the ground out to second. Schimpf scoops it up. Throw, got him, and that's a gorgeous play. Here's Paul Goldschmidt now. 0 for 1 here in the early going. First pitch coming. Here it is. Laid off as it caught the inside corner. A high fastball is in there.
He's had to be sitting out over that outer half of the plate. For him to take those first 2 pitches right there, finds himself 0-2. I'll be surprised if the pitcher doesn't go right back to that spot.
And a liner foul into the seats down the right side. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Now he bounces a knuckleball up to the plate for a ball.
He's had great command of his pitches all day. I don't mind him trying to go down right there and try and get a swing and a miss, but a nice job by the hitter to lay off that one in the dirt.
And he'll whip this one over to first, and he gets his man for the second out. Stepping in, Jake Lamb, runner in scoring position with 2 guys. First pitch fastball in on the fists for ball 1.
With the runner on third, 2 outs, base open, and a good hitter at the plate, you have to be smart and not give in. If you walk this guy.
And it's the pitcher that makes the play to retire the side. Indians leave 1, but they hold a 1-0 lead. Now it's the all-world all-star shortstop Francisco Lindor. He got a hold of one and went yard in his first appearance in this one. A fastball right down the middle for a strike.
You know, hats off to the pitcher right there. You got a great hitter at the plate. It's early in the count, and he wants nice challenge pitch right there.
And this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single. So make it 2 hits for him in this one as he's on base here in the home 4th. And there you see the tribe leaderboard in that category as he currently ranks 2nd best on the ball club. A fastball that finds the outside corner. In the dirt. And he is in there. They couldn't get him at second. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch. A ball and 2 strikes to Kipnis.
Count 1 and 2.
Hit out towards second. Throw on to first in time, 1 away. So striding forward now, Richie Schaffer. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. And he tries to hold back on the swing, but I think it would have been ruled a strike anyway. It's 0-1. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
This is a situation where the offensive player just needs to do his job. Take inventory, infield back, get you a ground ball somewhere in the infield, preferably off the corners, and get your team the lead.
And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the 2nd time here tonight. Standing in, Aquino, a base hit in his first trip.
Number 84.
Too low, 1-0. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline, but a foul ball, 1-1. The 1-1 pitch fouled off. Lindor at third with 2 away. Count still at 1-2. Working for the punch out and the offering. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Back to back. Now in the box, Roberto Perez. He'll lead things off as we begin the home fifth. Here comes the first pitch. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. And that one just missed outside. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Fastball stays way up that time for ball 2. The 2-2. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. The 2-2. And another foul ball. Hit on the ground to third. Great effort on the dive, but it's through into left.
That's a nice piece of hitting right there, Dan. He went heater up in the zone and then tried to drop the off speed, but he was on it.
Boy, Mark, that's the oldest trick in the book, right? You use one pitch to set up the other. This guy wasn't having any part of that.
Digging in and looking for more, Starling Marte. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat. And he holds up here, but the pitch is a cold strike anyway. It's a 5-1 game here in inning number 5. Here's a strike. Slapped hard the opposite way, and that'll get down for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Hey, looks like they might have something brewing right here. That's back-to-back base runners after a few runs were scored.
Now he spins on one here and drives it to deep right field. And this will get all the way out toward the 375 sign now. And the runner is in from second. And not in time as the second run scores.
And this is a dream start of an inning for the guys at the plate and a nightmare for the pitcher and the defense. No outs, runner at first and second, and he just ropes a triple to start what could be a huge inning. Already a rough frame, and there are still no outs.
Facing right-handed pitching so far this season, Goldschmidt is hitting just over the benchmark 300 plateau. Source of pride for him, I'm sure.
His batting average right now certainly signifies that this guy is having a great year. I'm very interested to see how this guy finishes up.
Barreto will stay with it as he backs up and puts it away. One gone. Ready once again, Jake Lamb. They've got 2 already home in the inning and a potential third waiting in the wings only 90 feet away. 0-1 the count. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
It's never a good look to strike out looking, but it's way worse when you do it with a guy in scoring position. Those are the times you really want to see a guy battle and at least put the ball in play.
So here's Francisco Lindor now. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. So it's 2 runs. And is the second baseman, Jason Kipnis. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
Howell's under it. He's got it 1 away. Stepping up to the plate, Richie Schaffer.
Now batting, left fielder.
First pitch of the at-bat. Leaves a slider up high, but it's taken for a strike. Hot shot down the line. And this will stay inside the third base bag. A fair ball. And he'll pull into second with 1 away.
Well, he was definitely not looking off speed on that pitch. I'll tell you, he had to be sitting on a fastball on that one because it's coming in hot, and he still manages to get out front of that and yank it for 2 bases.
Aquino is in for the third time as he swings and misses at that one. It's 0-1. And he misses with it, 1-1. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2. Schaffer, the runner at second, with one away. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just starts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
Stepping in now, Roberto Perez. Fouled away. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Liner towards second. Well, this won't get over the second baseman's glove as he's got it to end the inning. Digging in, Starling Marte. 2 hits in 3 at-bats for him in this one. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And this will ricochet off of him on the mound. Safe after the recovery throw. Good effort, but now we have to wonder whether or not he's going to be okay.
Your attention, please.
Now you see the A's manager up out of the dugout.
Number 35, Daniel Cooley.
And tonight's final, 7-3. Oakland used a nice 5th inning to take the lead, and they never gave it back. DeAndre Campos earned his 5th win of the year. So that's a wrap for us here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, and our entire crew.
A manager checks in with his ball club.
Daytime baseball here on MLB Network. Should be a fun Father's Day matchup between the Oakland A's and the Detroit Tigers. Live baseball here on MLB Network, and it comes your way next. Franklin Perez. The right-hander from Venezuela gets the starting nod in this one. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a look at a guy that's really been struggling lately. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of over 1.50. Lots of base runners, lots of hits, and lots of walks, and that doesn't add up to very good performances. So he's going to look to turn things around in this one here today.
Striding in, Adrian Benitez to show you what he did in May versus what he's done so far at the plate in June. First offering on its way. And that misses for ball 1. Left it up in the zone, but it's a strike. 1-1. Now the 1-1 pitch. Lifted in the air to center field. Powell's under it. 1 out. And now a look at the hometown Tigers starting lineup in this one. Dero, what's your take on this team today?
Matty, this lineup's got to be willing to adjust. They cannot stay staunch and try and pull everything, or there will be a ton of ground ball and weak fly ball contact. They have to be willing to use line to line to get this done today.
Into the box now, Jose Iglesias. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. In there for strike 1.
That pitch is in triple digits. I think he had to take that one because I'm not even sure he saw it.
That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
You know, it's great to be patient, make a pitcher work and all that stuff to try to get walks, but you have to be ready to hit. And that was a really hittable pitch, and now you've got to deal with an 0-2 count.
Still no balls and 2 strikes. Campos, only 20 years old. He's in year 1 of a new 3-year deal.
I know this ain't a ton of job security, but it's certainly better than a 1-year deal. A 2 to 3 year deal puts yourself in a position where you can really invest in this team.
Schimpf takes charge out there, and he stays with it for the 2nd out.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
And that'll bring in Tommy Joseph.
First baseman.
As he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. Day off for him yesterday, but back out there for this one. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And he goes down and gets this fastball and takes it high in the air to deep straightaway center. And it's gone into the front row of bushes. Tommy Joseph leaves the yard with a solo shot. Number 18 for him on the campaign as the Tigers grab a 1-0 lead.
Two home runs in 3 days. I'd say he's seeing the ball pretty well right now. I think it's time to start pitching around this guy.
So here is Avisaíl Garcia.
Avisaíl
As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Count now, a ball and a strike. This one's down to third. Drury has it. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. So they pick up a run on the digging in the switch hitter, Derek Aguirre, as they'll have 5, 6, and 7 here to start the home half of the 2nd. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball. Could have hit that with a 3-iron. A low knuckleball called for a strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
All right, guys, here's how the Oakland A's are lining up defensively. And let's take a look at outfielder Stephen Piscotty. Stanford grad, so you know he's got the smarts and the baseball acumen to get it done out there. Big middle of the order bat, big time arm from right field as well.
Jeimer Candelario comes on with one away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Inside, and he falls behind the hitter now, 2-0. In there, 2-1. One out, nobody on. And a 2-1 slider is looked at for a called strike 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, a crucial count for both pitcher and hitter. So, Dan, what was your approach on the mound in that count? Do you still pitch for the strikeout here?
I think one of the keys, Matt, you want to try to initiate contact. The one thing you don't want to do, you don't want to run the count to 3 balls.
Meanwhile, now this ball's trouble as it looks like it'll be good for extra bases. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Well, he was definitely not looking off speed on that pitch. I'll tell you, he had to be sitting on a fastball on that one because it's coming in hot, and he still manages to get out front of that and yank it for 2 bases.
So striding in, Christian Stewart. The season batting average comes in down in the 240s. Lifted the other way down the left field line. He leaps, but he can't get it. It's down for extra bases. And the runner from second is in to score. It's now a 2-1 ball game. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given the chance, and he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
Here now is Micah Johnson. He was 1 for 4 with a 2-bagger in yesterday's game. He pulls this one into right, but he will close fast out there in right field as he comes on to put it away, and the inning is over. Tigers get Johnson. Stepping in, Adrian Benitez. He flew out in his last at-bat. Hit out towards second. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. And the recovery's a quick one as he gets his man at first. Good composure that time to record the first out of the inning. Digging in now, Jose Iglesias. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. There's a fastball right over the inside corner.
Expect the guy on the mound to keep attacking the zone right here. He has a chance for a quick inning. He is not nibbling. Everything is catching those 17 inches.
Now a swing and an easy fly ball out toward right center. Schimpf calls for it, makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. Striding in once again, Tommy Joseph. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here.
Boy, this guy right here in that last AB, how about straightaway center field? He hits a bomb, and as a pitcher, you're trying to pitch to the big part of the ballpark, but a guy like this, if he has pop to hit it out to center field, I might have to think pitching this guy down and away down on the corner.
Standing in, Avisail Garcia. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
Well, that was a big 2-out single we just saw, and for pretty obvious reasons. The inning went from totally under control to now. He's got to deal with some dangerous hitters here with a runner on base, and this is how 2-out rallies start.
You know, your offense just throws a number up on the board for you. The last thing you want to do is go out there and not throw a donut up for the boys. He was able to get those first 2 outs so quick, but now with a hit and a single, he finds himself in a little bit of trouble.
Derek Aguirre will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Good swing, but a late one as it's fouled off to the left. And it's fouled away.
Hey, if he's going to offer at a fastball above the zone, why don't you just continue to climb the ladder? Don't be shocked if he goes even higher with this next pitch.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. Lifted down the line in left. Drury into foul territory, and that will end up a foul ball. The 1-2. Lifted in the air to shallow center field. Powell's under it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. So it's no run. The next batter, Jamer Candelario. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game. Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball 1. Pulled toward right center field. Powell's under it. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. Now at the plate, Christian Stewart. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. First pitch of the at-bat. A fastball right down the middle for a strike. And he squares up on this one. Deep to straightaway right. And that nearly broke our tie, but instead it's a foul ball. And here's a changeup in there for a called third strike, and that's the second out of the inning. At the plate, James McCann flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. To the left side, but it's well foul. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. And the pitch misses low and away for ball 2.
He's going to have to make adjustment on that slider away. He can't just make it a non-competitive pitch and allow these guys to take. He's got to start that a little bit.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. 3 up, 3 down. Here now is Micah Johnson. Hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat.
Second baseman, Micah Johnson.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. He pulls this one into right, but this is right at him in right field as he hardly has to move to take it in for the first out. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Adrian Benitez. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. The windup and the 0-1. Knuckleball, 1-1.
That one looked like it could easily have gone the other way. There's a big difference between 0-2 and 1-1, but now this next pitch probably becomes the biggest of the at-bat.
Grounder down the line at third, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Here he comes again, 1-2. Popped him up. Barreto ranges back, and he has it for out number 2. Coming to the plate now, Jose Iglesias. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And that changeup makes him jump. A swing and a miss.
I don't mind the aggressiveness right there. He was definitely trying to get the head to a fastball. He pulled the string on that one. He's going to have to stay back a little bit longer. And here's a foul ball just off to the right as they get ahead of him here. 0-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he takes strike 3 called as Clyde Washington's strike zone may have expanded a bit there, and the inning is over.
We are in Motown, but I don't think we'll be seeing any of these people dancing in a soul review tonight. And that'll bring in Tommy Joseph. He'll lead it off as we start the home sixth.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Strike two swinging. To right field and deep. Look at this thing go. And it's gone. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. His second of the game as it's trimmed to a 4-3 game now.
Well, if you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup, it's better to do it with no one on base. It stings, sure, but a solo shot isn't going to be the deciding factor in a game.
So here is Avisail Garcia.
Right fielder.
And he's first pitch swinging here as he lines this one into left field for a base hit.
Loud noises right here, fellas. Hey, he's going to have to mix it up a little bit more because they are on his stuff.
Striding forward now is the DH, Derek Aguirre, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here. Garcia aboard here at first with nobody out. A ball and a strike. High and wide, 2 balls and a strike. And this one misses as well, and that pushes it to 3-1.
He's been throwing strikes all day, so you're not up at the plate thinking he's going to walk you in this situation. You need to be aggressive and sit hard at the plate.
Pulled hard, but it's foul down the first base side. Another full count pitch home. And this one misses here. A close pitch on 3-2, but Clyde Washington rules it ball 4.
Now pitching for the Athletics, number 45, Daniel Colleen.
So the lineup really helped carry them to victory here in this one, and this man was a big reason why. He's our tops player of the game.
Well, he blasted a couple of balls over the wall in this one. Really put the guys...
Friday night baseball from the Bay Area and the Oakland Coliseum. Tonight, the first of this three-game weekend series between the Kansas City Royals and the Oakland A's. A's baseball is on the air next. DeAndre Campos gets the starting nod for the A's in this one. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, this guy's had a real solid season up to this point. ERA under 3.5, which is saying something in these high-scoring games we see now in the game of baseball. This guy knows how to pitch, and if he's on, he knows how to minimize the damage. He'll be fun to watch in this one.
So digging in now, Robbie Jarrett. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. Underway now on a Friday night as the first pitch of our series misses for ball one. And Dan Dero, this Oakland ball club entering play here tonight. They come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
Yeah, Matty, we had a saying in Texas, hit or get left behind. And that's exactly what this team did in their last game. Scored a bunch of runs, but good approach at the plate, working the ball to all gaps, line to line. This team swung the bats well. I'm going to be looking for that again in this one.
Swinging a soft liner. And there's one down now. Striding into the box, Ramon Torres. He was among the many who failed to record a base hit in the loss yesterday. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he fouls this one off. Bases are empty, one man out. And he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Well, clearly this guy doesn't need many warm-up pitches because he's 98 miles an hour in the first inning. Newsflash to the offense, they better get it going.
1-2 the counts of the Royals shortstop. Now time to list the umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Jerry Hillsdale.
You know, Dero, I think Jerry Hillsdale is a very good hitter's umpire. Doesn't give much on the edges. He's going to make you put the ball over the plate.
Oh, I love me some Jerry Hillsdale. You have to come over those 17 inches. He ain't giving you anything on the outside corner, and that's the way it should be.
That's lifted the other way out to left. Mata coasts under it. 2 down. The third baseman, Mike Moustakas now. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on.
Mike Moustakas.
Lays off 1-0. Even 1-1 count to Moustakas. Hop up. Olsen will put this one away, and the side is retired. So a fairly painless top of the first. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Jorge Soler. And as you can tell easily from the splits, he's really struggled away from their home ballpark. First offering on its way. Missed with a slider. And a neck-high fastball that time. The 2-0. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Ball 3.
Well, it's a pretty well-known fact that your batting average goes up as you get into more favorable hitters counts, and that's especially true when we're talking about this kind of hitter. Not a great spot to be in if you're the pitcher.
The 3-1. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground, but a foul ball, and it's full now at 3-2. And a liner foul into the seats down the right side. And that misses for ball 4, so it's a leadoff walk here to start the second. Coming to the plate now, Jorge Bonifacio, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. A ball and no strikes. He swings at the fastball here and lifts it into the air to shallow center. Piscotty is there, and he makes the catch for the out.
All right, guys, here's how the Oakland A's are lining up defensively. And known as one of the best framing catchers in the game, Jonathan LaCroix can beat you in multiple fashions. Not only can he do it from a defensive standpoint, catching and throwing to second base, but he can also move the ball on the offensive side.
Oh, what a stop. The second for one. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. Through an inning and a half, no score on the show. Here's Cody Ashe, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
Don't just assume as a hitter right here he won't triple up. He's got you down 0-2, and he might really want to get inside your head if he throws the same pitch again.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count. Knuckleball, strike 3 called as that thing came back over the plate, 1 away. And with that, let's take a moment to show you what's happening in the American League's Western Division. Settling in now, number 34. The average just a few ticks shy of 300 for the season, so perhaps a hit or two in this one could put him up over the top. No balls and a strike to count. Third inning, no score to this point. Looking at strike 2, a fastball that catches the inside corner. A ball and 2 strikes to the Royals catcher.
Love the execution of that changeup, but hats off to the guy at the plate right now. That's a great take in this situation. Maybe bought himself a fastball.
A swing and a miss for out number 2, and a ball he had no chance of making contact with. Set to get his evening at the plate started, Raul Mondesi, and it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry. No balls and 1 strike. Fastball called for strike 2. 2 out, nobody on. Too high. 1-2.
Boy, it's hard to sit on an 0-2 fastball. I think that pitch just locked him up a bit. But lucky for him, it was...
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire. Digging in for his second at-bat, Robbie Jarrett. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest. Called a strike on the outer half, 0-1. Into the windup, here comes the 0-2 pitch. High in the air down the right field line. Heading after it is Piscotty, 1 down. Ready for another chance, Ramon Torres. He flew out in his last at-bat. And they start him out away with a called strike. 1 out, nobody on. Bat explodes as this is on the ground to third. This will get foul for strike 2. Now another 0-2. Knuckleball, and he can't pull the trigger. It's a called strike 3 for out number 2.
I'll tell you right now, this guy has a shutout going, and it's been all business. He's not messing around trying to pick at corners. He's being aggressive in the zone, and he's attacking each and every one of these hitters up to this point.
But the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit. Moustakas will take the turn and hit for second. And he will pull into second with a 2-out double. So some life with 2 away as he's into second with the opposite field double. And as you can see there, he's currently leading the Royals in that category. And that's taken for strike 1.
You know, Matty, when I first broke into the league, you wouldn't see that high heater first pitch right out of the gate. But I think there's been a change in philosophy here. Back in the late 90s, early 2000s, guys wanted to attack you more east-west, get you leaning left-right. Now you're seeing guys attack in the philosophy more north-south. Just with launch angles and exit velocities, I think guys are afraid to throw.
Got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. Danger averted following the 2-out double. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this. And that'll bring up Jorge Bonifacio. He'll start things out as we begin the 5th.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going. And the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hot shot to third and handled for the first out. An early look at the line score here tonight as we play the top of the 5th. And boy, just one lone hit for the visitors this evening as they've been taken to task by this starter. And it's 0-1 to the Kansas City first baseman. No runs, just one hit, one error so far for Kansas City.
Nope,
1-1.
1-1.
Popped up. Lucroy shading to his right, but it's the pitcher that makes the play. And there are 2 gone now. Here's Cody Ashe.
The batter, the designated hitter, Cody Ashe.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And a fastball just a bit up. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. Backhanded. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Royals go down 1-2-3. They trail here 4-0. At the plate, number 34 will start things out in their half of the sixth as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've been completely overmatched to this point. One hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they faced other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later inning.
Behind 0-2 now. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning. And that brings in the speedy Raul Mondesi Jr. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First pitch on its way. There's a strike. Now he bounces a knuckleball up to the plate for a ball. The 1-1 home. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Piscotty's there for it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. So the Royals batting order turns over and set to go. Robbie Jarrett ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Ripped down the line. But a foul ball here, 0-1. Fouled off. He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. A bouncer up the middle. Barreto brings it in. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is. Digging in once again, Ramon Torres. No hits for him to this point, not unlike many of his fellow teammates.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one. Not a bad idea right there. Make this guy work and see if he can throw the ball over the plate. Throws the first pitch for a strike. They need to get some runners on base, and not a bad plan. Unfortunately, the pitcher came in with a strike on the first pitch.
Now the 1-1 pitch is in there for the second strike.
That's how you open up the outside part of the plate. Pound 2 balls in and then get right back outside. Nice pitch.
They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
It's not that easy to make a good hitter look that bad, but that's what happens when you can bring that fastball and ride it in on the inner half of the plate right there. You can get some pretty ugly swings.
The third baseman, Mike Moustakas.
The third baseman, Mike Moustakas, now. As he takes a called strike at the knees, it's 0-1. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Open stance by Moustakas, and now the pitch. Back up the middle. Barreto fields cleanly. Throw on to first, 2 gone. In is Jorge Soler. It was a backwards K, a strikeout looking for him in his last at-bat. Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. He takes the turn and heads for second. And he'll coast into second here with a 2-out double.
Well, the pitcher can't really worry about that one. I mean, it was only their second hit of the game, so he's doing a lot of things right. Let's see if he can leave him out there now.
Standing in now, Jorge Bonifacio. Fouled away. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Comes set with the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Looking to keep the shutout in check. Here it comes. And he struck him out. His 8th punch out of the ballgame, and that one ends. Digging in to try it again. Number 14, 0 for 2 on his line thus far.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally. Oh, that's a tough call for Blue right there. Either way you call it, somebody doesn't like it. But hey, that's the life of an umpire.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Well, those were a couple of close pitches right there in the inner part of the zone. Hitters will tell you, pitches in that location are tough to do anything with.
3-1 to him now. Into his motion. Here comes the 3-1. And a good take there will net him a base runner as it's ball 4 now to start the 8th inning. To the plate now is the designated hitter, Cody Ashe. He got on top of one. Found out victim last time. No runs, 2 hits, 1 error so far for Kansas City. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1. There's a knuckleball giggling at him over the inside corner.
Hey, you know in the back of your mind as a batter right here, he's got that nasty sinker. I know it's 0-2, but he might not be looking for the punch out. You have to find a way as a batter to get that 2-seamer up in the zone, or you're going to ground into a double play.
And a fastball just a bit up. Oh, and he's really got the strikeout pitch working now as he notches number 9 in the ball game. Now at the plate, number 34, and he's likely just trying to put one in play here. 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts thus far. And he takes a cold strike. 0-1. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Piscotty's there for it, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning. Ready for another shot now. Raul Mondesi. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. First pitch coming. Here it is. Takes a knee-high fastball. A high fastball is in there.
That's back-to-back pitches taken for strikes. Puts himself in a bad spot. 0-2. Let's see if he can battle back in this AB.
Count is 1-2 now. The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. So coming to the plate, Robbie Jarrett starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. Him up. Drury in foul ground, and this will land foul. The 1-2 misses for the second ball. Three and 2, a full count to the Royal center fielder. Ramon Torres waits on deck. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Mata is there, and that's the first out of the inning. So next to the plate for the Royals, Ramon Torres. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Now a fastball that couldn't quite find the zone. It's ball 1. A pitch taken for a strike around the shoulders. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he's keeping it down here, and that's a called strike 2. Out in front as he rolls over it to second.
Schimpf brings it in.
Throw on to first is going to take care of him as the Royals are now down to their last chance now. At the plate, Mike Moustakas. He's their last shot here with 2 away in the ninth as they look to avoid the shutout.
Yeah, Matt, they just haven't had any answer for the great pitching so far in this one.
And a ball, 1-0. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. And he'll try and end it here with an even 100 pitches.
What an unbelievable effort. He has had total command of all pitches, all quadrants. Dan, this has got to bring a smile to your face.
It does, D-Roy. In a day and age where we don't see very many complete games, or for that matter.
And he gets strike 3 called to end it here. And with that, this one is over.
Wow, talk about total dominance. 9 innings, only 2 hits allowed. That's about as good as it gets. This guy was as good in the 9th inning as he was in the 1st. So close to baseball history.
14-0 is the final in this one. Oakland led this game from the 3rd inning on and never wavered. DeAndre Campos earns his 6th winning decision in this one as he allows only 2 hits over 9 full innings. So that'll just about do it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com.
Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 36 minutes. A reminder that extra parts train service is available on the Fremont Daly City line or on the Fremont Richmond line by accessing the
player receives a check-in from one of his coaches.